everybody, and welcome back to another Untouchable Tomica presentation. Today we have the number 112 Subaru Legacy B4. And I will talk about why this one is so... It's not actually expensive, which is the really interesting thing, but it is quite hard to find. Yeah, so I don't really know how that happened. But let's take a look at what is new. So this is technically the July episode. I was out of town for a little bit, and then I was waiting on Tomica to reveal what the mystery model was, because again, for like the fourth time this year, they delayed a model, or at least they didn't show what it was right away. So they finally showed it, and it turned out to be the number 52 GR Corolla. Very surprising model. I love it. I think the front end is a little boxy. These are just prototypes, so it could change, but I think the front end could use some work. The back end looks fine. And of course, you got the Moab, or however you say it, special edition there in gray, which will be the first color. I love both of those. And, well, yeah, the pearl whites are always nice. That one replaces the number 52 Mazda CX-5 Reaver patrol car. Unfortunate, because this is a really nice release, but I don't remember when this came. This came out 2020? No, 2021. So, kind of a little bit short-lived. And then next up here, we have the Mountain Rescue Vehicle based on the Toyota Hiace. I love this specific casting of the Hiace. I just love Hiaces in general. So excited about this one. And it replaces the number 89 Lamborghini CN, which I do not have. I don't care too much for the CN. It's a nice looking car, but I'm fine with just the Hot Wheels casting. I don't need any more. And then I think there's a long Tomica. Yeah, the number 136 UD Trucks Queen Tank Truck, which replaces the Kamamatsu Harvester number 139 or 136. So this is I don't know why they made it a clear tanker. It looks kind of funny, but it has to be accurate to some extent, I would hope. Then no Tomica Premium. Oh yeah, there's a Tomica Premium. You got your number 8 Ferrari F355. I don't know what that one replaces. Then you have two of the Team Transport-like sets. One featuring the Mitsubishi Evo, which I love that black one. That's a really nice one. And then another one featuring the Subaru WRX in yellow, the Type R STI. Speaking of Type R, there is a Honda collection set featuring both Type R NSXs, the original ones, the first and second gen at least, and then your third gen Type S in yellow. Yeah, that's a really cool set. And I think that's everything. This is what, September? Yeah, September is a pretty good month. It's also my birthday month, so you know, I can't be biased because the Tomica holds it in the cards. It's pretty good. Okay, now let's get into the review of this. Switch it over. Yeah, so this is a USA exclusive. You got the print on the bottom here, but all the USA models have the print. But this one was never sold anywhere else except for, I don't want to say USA, I should say North America Toys R Us, because I think they're in Canada too. But the point being, the Japanese market never got this one. They got this one and only this one. So this one's kind of like a first color that they never got, because it's just a repaint of the black version here with no difference in the decals. They even put the silver trim on there. You can barely tell, but it's there. Doesn't do much, but it's there. So here's your regular release, which was 2010 to 2013, probably about the time that these were in Toys R Us. And both of these were available in Toys R Us, but of course this one's a little harder to find just because it was only in the US. And this one's not mint. It's got a little bit of scuffs on here. So this one was, what is it, number 112, which replaced the Honda Airwave. I still need to get that casting. That's a really nice casting. But what replaced this is also a really nice casting. It was the Subaru Forester. Yeah. 2013 Subaru Forester. Yeah, probably. Love this casting. Love this casting. And then there's also been other iterations of this Legacy casting. This one's the best example because it's got the light bar and the other hood tool. So they came with the hood scoop and without. These ones didn't. These ones have always had the flat hood. But yeah, so you got the turbo one for the police force. A lot of after these two were released, a lot of them were the police casting. And finally, this year, they are doing another one in the regular deco, which is pearl white. So want that one. It's gorgeous. I can't wait to get that one. But yeah, for the longest time, most of them have been the police versions. If I just scroll over to the wiki here, there's about 7 or 8 police versions of this casting, including an Italian one, which is pretty cool and accurate. They do use Subarus in Italy as police cars. Even my Forester was, well, not my my model Forester is a police car in Italy. They like their Subarus over there. That's a pretty interesting police force. You got Subarus, Alfa Romeos, and Lamborghinis in the police force. So yeah. After I purchased this one about a year ago, I've only seen one other one pop up for sale, and that was like $15. Not bad. They don't show up, but when they do, they're pretty cheap. Like this one I got in a lot for like $25 with 4 other cars. They're not looked at as rare. I guess that's what I'm trying to say, but they are kind of rare because they were only available in the US, and that's what I kind of find strange because with models like the Mitsubishi Pajero I did in one of my previous episodes, I think that was the last episode actually, I can't find that casting anywhere. I saw it come up once and I sent it to my friend Nick because I know he's been looking for it. He tried to get it off of my hands. And I'm like, hey, this one just showed up in an eBay lot. The eBay lot was like $40 for a bunch of Tomicas. They're all American releases that I already had. So if I didn't have them, I probably wouldn't have showed it to him. But no, I'm kidding. I knew he wanted that one, so I'm like, yeah, go for it. And he's like, he did. He got the Black X Trail in there too, which is another USA only release that is super hard to find. So I just don't know why this one never got the popularity. Maybe because the American market was all too familiar with a Subaru Legacy. But the hood's open, which is a typical Subaru thing. And I think I finally figured out why it's most of the Tomica Subarus that have opening hoods. And that's because they can switch out the hoods for hood scoops. Even like the Lavorg has an opening hood. There's nothing fancy going on under here. Like, especially with the Tomica castings. Well, it doesn't want to open. But it's pretty much the same thing as this. You open it up, you see the cover, the engine color, and the intercooler. That's it. So yeah, so like I said, this one gets the same details as the black one. Nothing extra. You got your headlights, your Subaru badge, your black grille, your silver trim around the grille, your flat black trim on the pillars, and then your silver trim all around. Taillights are just red. You do have your symmetrical all-wheel drive badge, Legacy, Subaru badge, and then this nice metallic paint. You know, it feels minty. That's the problem with this car. It feels minty, but it's got this little buff right here and this little scuff right here. And there's your base. And these do have really good suspension. Pretty bouncy. And then one thing, I don't know if you can be able to tell here. Now, my buddy Diecast Car Guru figured out that there is a little paint, there's a variation between the American release of the Legacy and the Japanese release. My Japanese release I just got in an eBay lot, and it's a little A little far gone, but this one, of course, is your Japanese release. It does not have the US printed codes on the base there. I don't know why they do that. It's got to have something to do with US regulations, because not only did the Toys R Us have that on there, but the recent Walmart ones had the code on there too. So there is a paint variation here. This one's a little more blue, this one's more black. And that's not because this one is destroyed. His were mint and they still showed the same variant. So then there was like differences in the grill, I believe. Oh, mine's a little far gone. In the grill details, at least. It's the same casting. But I thought that was interesting. I might have to get a minty Japanese version so I can have the paint variation, because it's almost like a different release. Because this one is so dark and this one isn't. Like, that's a really clear difference. And, yeah, that's something I kind of want to track down. Oh, and speaking of Nick, I forgot I got this one from him. I forgot. So, yeah, that is Legacy. Again, it's not too expensive. It might be a little far-fetched for me to include it in Untouchable, when you could very much, if it comes up, it's very affordable. But maybe this might be a future classic. This might one day end up like the Nissan X-Trail or the Mitsubishi Pajero. We don't know until we know. That's all I can say. Thank you all for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye for now.